Hey everyone, this is Meg. As you can see, I've donned my special Normandy crew t-shirt just in time for another Spotlight on the Normandy crew special. Yeah! Now, quite a few of you asked me to talk about a female character this time. This suggestion came up quite a few times, so I thought I'd oblige the said few of you with today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Normandy's resident biotic badass bihutch, Jack, aka Subject Zero.
Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom.
We first meet Jack in Mass Effect 2. One of the many recruit missions outlined by the Elusive Man, this particular mission takes you to Purgatory, a prison ship, where you must break out Subject Zero, a powerful and occasionally crazy biotic. It soon becomes apparent that Jack is A, not a man, and B, a raging bull on the metaphorical warpath. She slaughters her way to the exit, and upon cornering her, she agrees to go with you on one very important condition. Hand over all the dirt Cerberus has on her, and she'll play along. It's a difficult decision for the player to make, and one that requires a lot of faith and trust, which is a risk considering what you've just seen of Jack. If you go with it though, you'll find that Jack isn't all she seems, and from the interactions that you have with her down in the belly of the Normandy, you start to understand why Subject Zero is the way she is, and it's a sad picture that's painted. In her loyalty mission, we learn that her start wasn't the best one. Raised and experimented on in a secret Cerberus lab, Jack was spliced up with biotics and trained to become the ultimate murderer, to relish the kill. Yet even then, a flicker of humanity was still there. You can hear it in her recollections of the time spent in her room, watching the community of children outside through a one-way mirror, crying hopelessly under her desk. I mean, the list goes on. It was what happened after her violent escape that I feel the real damage was done. In a time where she could have escaped from her past and built healthy relationships and connections, she was unlucky enough to keep stumbling across the same kinds of people. From her experiences, Jack grows to believe that everyone wants to take without giving, that they're primarily selfish and manipulative for their own cause. Through the course of Mass Effect 2, we learn a lot about Jack, but it's stated, I think, very clearly that these insights are the only things we're really going to get from her. Now, obviously, I didn't romance Jack, so I don't know if that opens up, perhaps, more options. Comment below. I think that the interactions between Shepard and Jack really begin to show her that not everyone is the same, not everyone wants to get a rise out of her, not everyone is out to take advantage. Sometimes people are just interested in others. They want to hear about what they have to say or what they think, whether they agree with them or not. By Mass Effect 3, Jack has become a mentor and a teacher. When we see her again in the Grissom Academy for biotic students, she punches you. Not the warmest of welcomes, but through talking with her, you find out that she's gained some sort of focus and responsibility. She's at a position in her life where she can make a positive impact on people. These kids look to her for guidance and leadership. They don't expect or take anything from her. Also, if you use Jack as the biotic on your team in Mass Effect 2 against, I think, the Seeker swarms, she'll comment on how hard it was, how she couldn't wait for it to be over, but emphasize the overall sense of pride she felt in being trusted to help Shepard at such a critical moment. I like to think this sense of being in a team, that feeling of pride and trust, led her to take the teaching position.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
What I really like about this character arc, though, is in Mass Effect 3 we can see the foundations for a positive future for Jack. It's the start of something. There's a hint of hope for her. You're never told throughout the game that Jack will be your best friend, or that she will do a complete 360 and go from bihutch to buddy. But you get the impression that had Shepard not interacted with her, or taken the time to talk to her, she would perhaps have never had the chance to become a happier, more complete person. I think Jack is one of the most fascinating characters, and one that I can on some level identify with. She's proof that a person is defined by experiences throughout their lives, no matter how large or small. It also shows that sometimes all it takes is the right person to come along and show you how much better things can really be. Jack is voiced by Courtney Taylor, who does a very good job, although I kept thinking Eliza Dushku would have been a great pick, if not a better one. I don't know, what do you think? So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember that These spotlight ons are based on my own Mass Effect playthroughs, so feel free to comment about your experiences and interactions with Jack in the comment section below. Thanks again. I'll see you all in my next video, which will be a Gamer Habits on Thursday. Bye! I don't know if I've got a shadow. You're like a magnet, camera. Just before I know it, I'm just doing this. It's a difficult decision for the player to make, and one that takes... Skeeter. Oh, I sound like a kid's reader. And one day, I'm terrible at stories, shut up again. Be fine. And it's still not gone. I'm pushing through it, I've got my medications here, ready to go, just in case I fever all over the place.